but
Alright.
there you go.
Welcome to Virtual Tarot.
I'm Ava,
I'm Trudy.
and welcome to the Temple of Delphi.
Hello.
Hello. We've decided to move here
Forever.
forever.
Okay.
So we are going to be in this temple for quite a while.
Yes.
Yes.
We're going to teach you all about it.
We'll teach you about the Greek and the Egyptian culture that was the home to the Temple of Delphi and the oracles and all about their history. We already have a lot on our site.
Mm-hmm.
Virtual Tarot with
AvaTrudyVirtualTarot.com. Just click the link. So go check that out because it's really interesting, the history of the oracle. The oracle was well respected and renowned throughout the ancient world. For 2,000 years, so
Yeah.
actually
They came
actually
from all
longer.
over the ancient world to get their, I guess their oracles, I guess is what you call them, you know, those divinations for them particularly there. And these were the kings and queens of the various ancient countries.
Yeah.
And so we are going to do this for you.
Yes.
From the modern oracle.
Yes. So we'll be divining your future right now, and we do it via the tarot. And so I do want to mention that if you'd like to learn how to read the tarot, that is really the other thing that we're working on.
Right, we are. We're going to create a sort of a Harry Potter-esque kind of school that you can join.
And become certified as
certified as a professional tarot card reader, professional oracle.
Yes,
Really.
a professional oracle. So watch your moon, your rising, and your sun sign. If you want to know what those signs are, please click the link below because it's very important that you understand. Sometimes you resonate more with your rising, and I am a Sag rising.
Right. And each month can differ because some months I've noticed that the moon reading is more pertinent to what actually happened. And sometimes my rising sign and sometimes my sun sign. So it's the best to get all three. And then when you start to see things happening, then you can refer back to it.
Right.
And, you know, sometimes the first listening of something, you really don't absorb it completely, and or you miss things. So it's a good idea to really, really listen during the month.
Yes. Okay,
All right,
and
so
you ready for
I'm
card
ready.
spread?
I am ready,
Well,
dear.
what do those cards mean? First card represents?
The overall environment, environmental energy of the month of October for you.
The second card that we draw will represent any challenges that you might face, Sag, in the month of October.
And the third card is the unexpected.
And the fourth is the outcome, or the last card, which kind of finishes up the narrative.
Yes.
Because these cards do not live in isolation, we will create the narrative for you, and then along with that, spiritual counsel, and then we'll let you go trick-or-treating after that.
Oh yes, how much fun is that?
Oh, I
Yeah.
haven't gone in a long time.
I haven't got it really.
We should go trick-or-treating.
Why don't you?
I want you to go.
All right, I'll go with you.
Okay, we're all going. Eddie can come too.
We'll be the good witches of the West.
I think we'd scare away all the parents. They'd be like,
Oh my God.
That would be fun though. All right, so here we go. We're going into last month's recap. Very first card for you for the month of September, which we are in now, was the King of Swords.
Upright.
Upright. And let me mention, you got all people cards.
All people.
In
All
this-
court cards.
You get lots of people going on.
It's we are in Grand Central Station here.
Yeah, running
The
around.
entire month, everybody's coming in and out of your life constantly. If they all represent people, and they could.
Yes, they very much could.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. If this is a person, this is a Aries. What am I saying, Aries?
No.
This is
Gemini.
an air sign.
Yes.
This is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius.
Yes.
This is someone who lives between their ears. It's also someone who could be involved in the law, involved in anything that has to do with logic, the intellect, government.
Yeah, intellectual type jobs.
Anything like
Intellectual
that.
profession.
Yes.
And
Someone who's less
even
emotional.
a clerk,
Mm-hmm.
even a cashier is doing something that's basically if they do their own counting,
Right.
which is rare. But
So this kind of energy is coloring the entire month, and
which is good.
it's a good thing you're in command
Command and control,
this month.
and you're very decisive and forthright,
Mm-hmm.
and you move things ahead.
Yeah, which is great.
Right.
Not letting your emotions get the better
You
of
never
you.
let your emotions sway you.
Mm-hmm. But also could be just you're getting fresh thinking.
Fresh thinking,
Mm-hmm.
and you're driven by your ideas, or your
Mhm.
ideas become a motivation for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're motivated.
Or you're reading the fine print. That's the other thing.
That's true too.
Yeah, because
the
that's what
details,
this
details,
details, yeah.
details.
Mhm.
Yes,
Mhm.
they're detail oriented. All right.
All right, and then moving on, we had the Page of
Swords.
Swords showing up in the position of
Challenge.
challenge. And we had said, wow, that's kind of interesting. In September, back to school. This is the card of the student. This is
Mhm.
the card of the writer, the
Right.
copywriter.
Writing,
Yes.
intellectual endeavors, again, learning and teaching,
Mhm.
and teaching new things or learning new things. And it's interesting because if the King of Swords is the overall abstract energy, these are old, well honed ideas,
Mhm.
and being in the atmosphere of that. But your challenge is to kind of break it
Mhm.
open,
Keep it fresh.
and keep it fresh.
Mhm. So then, in the next position, we had the King of Cups. We got a lot of people cards.
A lot of people.
So this is a really nice card. It's
could be Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Thank you.
the emotionally available
King.
king,
And
who's
this is-
also in command and control of his
Right.
emotions.
right, or you are in command of your emotions, and
Mhm.
you're able to steer your ship in whatever turbulent waters you might find them.
But that is the king, because next we followed up with the queen.
The Queen.
So more of that energy,
More of that energy, right.
that emotional stability.
But with not as much detachment,
Mhm.
not as much emotional control, sort of more like yielding to your emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we said that had I'm reading my notes, but medicine for last month,
Yes.
because
that's
we
true.
did have some tower issues going on.
So a healing, a
Yeah.
nurturing, a quiet softening of those
Mhm.
energies.
Yeah, interesting too, we have the queen and the king, so there could be a couple involved.
Oh yes, yeah,
Here.
it could be a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe someone you know, friends, or mom and dad,
Feels like bookends, kind of.
bookends,
Yeah.
two people who are very much alike,
Uh-huh.
who are on the same page, let's just say, all the time.
So we've got this mental clarity, and then we
Yeah.
have this creativity going on.
Right.
It's a really great,
It actually is beautiful.
it's a great
Mhm.
reading.
It's all about command and control, too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Staying in control of your ideas, of your emotions, of your decisive decision-making processes,
And the challenge might have been just to keep your thoughts clear and actually to commit them to paper.
Right.
Could have been that.
Exactly.
All right, so here
So-
we go. We are going to read for you, Sag, for the
Yes.
month of October. Let's see if we
And-
get any more of those people cards.
All right. Let me right the wrongs of these cards here for a moment. There we go.
Ready?
I am.
I'm going to put this down.
Sagittarius. We have to give us some white light.
Sag is so independent.
They are.
Oh my gosh.
I love Sag.
They are so...
They're very funny.
It's interesting, my girlfriend was telling me that her son is a Sag, okay? He's 14, almost 15. And he's already grown up. He's
so.
already planning his next move, which is leaving the house, right? And he's not even 15 yet, but all he can think about is getting his driver's license.
Oh.
Because that's Sag,
'Cause
right?
they're
They're ready to go when
Yeah.
when they come out of the womb. They're like,
wanderlust.
mm-hmm. What can I learn?
Where can I go?
Yeah.
Alright,
Here we go. All right. Alright, Sag. I'm excited. This is the one I usually resonate with. Once again, interesting.
who got that? And you have Sag and Gemini. Oh my God!
It's the Fool.
Yes, there's a double.
It's
She
the
has
zero.
Sag rising and Gemini sun.
Gemini Sun. So this came up for Gemini.
Yeah.
It's the risk taker.
The risk taker. The what would you call him?
Hitchhiker on the side of the road. So I always think of him as the hitchhiker on the side of the road.
Yeah, but he could have $1 million in that satchel.
He
you
could,
know?
but he is unencumbered. He doesn't,
He
the
doesn't
guy
feel
who drives
encumbered.
by in the BMW has all this
Yeah.
responsibility and overhead. This is the guy who has no responsibility,
Yeah.
no overhead. He's,
Or at least he takes that frame of mind. He
he's
may actually
footloose and
have,
fancy free.
but there's a certain amount of
Brevity. Lightness.
A kind of divesting of
Mhm.
all that and just launching yourself into a brand new world almost.
Well, you hear people speak about other people as being heavy. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, he's so
Yeah.
heavy. This is the opposite.
This is the opposite. You're light, you're free, you're almost blithely joyful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, so you take a risk of some sort.
It's the Fool.
And,
Which is Sag anyway, too.
Oh,
Think about that.
yes,
Sag
that's
is
right.
the jester.
oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So you're making people laugh. Ooh, nice card to
Oh,
come up in
yes.
the second position of challenge.
So your challenge is to
Create.
a happy home for one thing, a happy
Yes.
family,
Mm-hmm.
and whether that's your blood family or your
Work family.
work family.
Mm-hmm.
Your challenge is to bring everyone together and to have a sense of, again, joy.
And we're going straight to the 10.
And you go, that's right, and to bring it across the line
Mm-hmm.
and to finish a project, to finish that home project, to come into paradise in a sense, you know.
Mhm.
The rainbow represents the end of a long journey.
The thing that's interesting about the Fool is it kind of speaks to the fact that maybe you've never done this before.
Yes, this is new to you.
Yes, and you're okay with that.
Right, but it does, you may never have done it before, but it's sort of, you see the 10 cups strewn along the rainbow show the progress of ideas of emotional evolution that's
Mhm.
taken you to the point where you can take that leap
Mhm.
into a brand new world.
The challenge position, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, maybe you've been out there wandering around for a while.
Yeah, you have, and now finally you're at a point where it demands a certain amount of risk to
Mhm.
take it over the line.
Yep.
You know?
There's risk involved, that's for sure. Whoa, 6 of Wands, going public with something.
You
I
sure
like
are.
that.
And you're creative and you're on fire and
People are
you're,
following you,
and
you're
people-
leading a
you're
team.
leading a team. Yay for
Mhm.
you.
Very nice, Sag. I'm trying to look at last month to see what was going on. Well, we don't have any people,
No,
so this is movement.
right. You're making tremendous progress in tremendous progress in
Mhm.
October.
Yeah.
And you're recognized for your leadership skills.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's time, right? Oh, brother. Okay, Sagittarius, this is maybe having the best reading. Okay, the Chariot in the upright. So what is that?
Oh
that is
my
travel.
God,
Could
travel.
be travel. Can also mean that you're in
Ambition.
control of your
Complete
ambition.
control, yeah.
Yeah. But you have ambition, which is good.
And success.
Yeah.
You succeed at your task. This is, you're ready for the battle,
Mm-hmm.
and you're armed and dangerous.
And you're in the driver's seat,
And you're in the driver's seat.
which is this card as well.
Right, that's another driver's seat, right.
Mm-hmm. But
Oh
this
my
just
God.
says that you might, actually, Chariot's kind of interesting in this reading.
Oh,
Because it's a means of transportation.
oh, that's true.
Yeah, so you start with a Fool and you end with
Oh, yes.
You know, you might start out on foot, but you end the month in like
Cadillac.
a Ferrari or
Right.
something. You know?
You're going, and you've tamed also your inner forces too, so you're managing yourself very well during the months too. You're not letting your needs, your lower needs interfere with the progress towards your goal. You get there, and with total self-control.
Right, and it may even just point to the fact that if you're working on a project, there may be travel involved in that project.
Yeah, there may be.
You may need to travel more than you normally do.
Advertising, networking.
Becoming a public figure.
So, it's a wonderful reading. It's extremely positive, but it could also do with a little bit of spiritual counseling. And so if you're interested in finding out a little more about this reading, please subscribe to our counsel cards, which you can see below us.
Yes,
Or come to us for a personal reading if you have a situation that isn't completely addressed by this sort of a reading meant for the larger masses. So come to avatrudyvirtualtarot.com and peruse one of our readings, find the one that's appropriate for you, and we'd be more than pleased to do a personal reading for you. So thank you, and thank you for coming this month. We'll hope to see you next month.
Yes. Happy Halloween.
Yes, whatever.